I would say that no matter what it is, like no matter how old you are or what story you're telling yourself, you actually start with what that is first, which is I can be successful. This is what I want to create. And start with literally what it is that you want to create, because I think when you look at people right now and you think about COVID and all the things that people have gone through, how many people are still like deaths and serious health issues are caused right now a lot by like issues of despair, like and mental health and alcohol and all these things. And people, no matter where they are in their life, they have not necessarily created what it is that they wanted to, which is why they're upset, right? And so when you start your business and you start what it is that you're creating, start with what you want it to actually look like.
Yeah.
And I think most people don't think about it. And how much money do you want to make? And of course, in 5 years or 2 years or whatever, it might be different, and that's totally cool. But what do you actually want to do? And I think so many people spend so much time thinking about making money. It's just one thing. Yeah. Instead of like, what do I want my life to look like? And actually have joy in what I do.
So clarity of purpose, which is something we said earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I 100% agree, you know?
Okay.
I think that clarity of purpose is absolutely critical, because once you make enough money, then there's no excitement, right? Like,
sure.
There's enough money in the bank account. Like, why are you getting up? Why are you making that extra call that you didn't want to make?
Yeah.
Right. I think that there's an element of survivorship, right? Like, you gotta get past the survival point, right? Because survival is a purpose. It's not clear, right?
Sure.
But it's instinctive.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would say, and I love the disagreement. I think in this case, if, like to use my life as an example, if I would have had more clear purpose, it doesn't mean don't take take the same action. It just means take action in the clear, right? So I've shot a rifle at 1,000 yards and hit a target, an 11-inch group, which would, make me qualify for sniper school, right? So
don't piss off Nathan.
You pull the trigger on something, and the movement of your hand adjusts the dynamic of the barrel, right? And at a short distance, doesn't make much difference. But at 1,000 yards, that bullet drops 30, 40, 50 feet. And if we think about more clearly what our target is just a little bit further, I feel like we can make such a dynamic difference in the outcome. So it's not that I don't believe that we shouldn't take action, because that would be my very next step is get off your butt and do something, and don't be afraid to work.
Yeah.
But and our vision of what we want changes, and so it's not like you have to have it right.
Right.
Just make it clear enough why you're doing it.
Yeah. And I think the clarity of purpose, I think is incredibly powerful, and it's like your North Star.
Is a North Star, yeah.
Right. Like, okay, like is what I'm doing today getting me closer?
Yeah.
To the direction, or is it just a distraction?
Yeah. And then I would also say pick a niche, because everybody like Steve has all these businesses, Nathan has all these businesses. Great, have all the businesses you want. And this is again, Gary Harper, who's a friend of ours and business coach.
Yeah.
But you have to have one that operates without you to go get the next one.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have to be complex. And the older I get and the more into business I am, the more I love simplicity. I want it to be simple, because then your team understands what we're doing, you understand what you're doing, and it's very clear what you're saying yes to and what you're saying no to.